Another day, another $1.50, huh? Hi, y'all. You got Gord, you're hurting hippie. He's hurting today in the neighborhood, and we're walking around and just relieving some anxiety. One of you, Erica, you asked about anxiety. Anxiety mostly caused from the smoke you're having, maybe smoking too much. But anxiety is anxiety, and you know, it's something I can speak a lot to. I do solve. Do I ever solve my anxiety? Anxiety needs a place to hang its hat. If you have anxiety, I think you'll always have it. But you gotta try and find a way to control it. And when it's gotta hang its hat, hang it somewhere that makes some sense. If it doesn't make sense, one thing somebody told me is name your anxiety. Give it a name. A name you don't like. I call mine Dave. Not that I don't like Daves. It's just that there was a Dave in my life that I don't mind having my anxiety named Dave, because you got once in a while tell your anxiety, just fuck off. Fuck off, Dave. Just fuck off. You gotta get to know your anxiety. You really do. He's a cousin that you don't like, or you have to hang around with him, but you don't want to. So I think really when it comes to anxiety, even from pot, it is get to know it, accept it, but don't let it ride you. Definitely, if you've smoked too much and you just feel anxious because of it, that there's a couple of remedies for. Mostly, I would say the best remedy is if you have some CBD flower, squish it into oil. Learn how to do rosin. I've got videos on it, rosin talks. Do a search. But squish it into oil, or get some CBD oil or some CBD shatter, and have a heavier toke of CBD. And very often that takes the sharpness out of a high, and it can really mellow you. Another thing you can do, and this is when the anxiousness from smoking a bit too much becomes almost green out. Go to a dark, quiet room like you would for a migraine. Go to a dark, quiet room and just let yourself calm down, and remind yourself that you're now experiencing the worst you get with this medicine is a green out. That's the worst. And go to sleep. And you will be able to go to sleep. You close your eyes, you will just go to sleep, and then you'll feel better. So accept it. It all depends on the strength it has on you at the time. But I really like the idea of just personalizing it and getting to know it, because I kept trying to chase away. No, I'll close my eyes, I'm not going to feel this. It's there. So get to know it and look at your day and say, is there something that maybe it's trying to tell me something? Sometimes anxiety is trying to tell you forgot about something that needs to be done, So think about that, and think about everything. That's why I go on these walks. After I finish talking to you, I walk another block, and I sit there and I think about the anxiety I'm feeling. But then I think about my whole day and my week ahead, and do I have something that is undone or incomplete or not even started that I have a valid reason to feel this about? If I have nothing, then I can say, F you, Dave, move away. You want to walk behind me, but leave me alone. So you can do that. But then, if you do see something that, maybe that's the reason I feel that, then you've given Dave the okay to walk beside you, but it's not bothering you as much anymore because now you're going to make some plans and get that solved. And maybe get that solved today instead of waiting. Advice from the old hippie that is always feeling anxiety. Always feeling anxiety. I wish I could get past it. I do all these things. I just had a really big dab of CBD, and now I'm going to start talking to myself and clearing up my own. And I hope you can do the same. Peace and cheers, friends. Love and harmony. Thanks for coming with me on my walks.